Coming up in entertainment, a visual sensation that's sweeping the nation. But not for Mr. Potter over here.
So, Kelsey, have you had a chance to hear that new radio station in Edmonton yet?
I haven't, but I hear Clarisse was at the grand opening, so why don't we check that out and more coming up on Entertainment.
A touch of Italy came to the Jubilee Auditorium through a grand opera performance filled with passion, comedy, and tragedy. La Bohème is a Puccini favorite about a young poet whose life is turned upside down by his love for a fragile and doomed seamstress.
One of the interesting things in opera is everybody shows up with the part already learned, and yet in an opera like this, there's a whole process of discovery.
I love it. I mean, it's the one art form where you see many art forms come together. It's very collaborative.
It features a cast of talented artists with amazing vocals.
Ben and I are both relative newcomers to the professional opera scene, and I think this is your first Chouinard?
Very first Bohème.
And
yeah.
This is, I've done a few Bohèmes, and this is my second time.
Their next two shows will be on October 26th and 28th. Check out edmontonopera.com for more information. Harry Potter fans are in for some disappointing news for this coming November.
Why do you live? Because I have something worth living for.
Warner Brother Pictures recently said that Part 1 of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows will not be in 3D. There was no time for conversion before the November 19th release date.
I like Harry Potter, but I think Voldemort is ugly and 3D makes it look real.
According to statistics, Albertans are one of the country's biggest film goers, and with a much-awaited movie such as Harry Potter, the change to 2D is unlikely to have much effect on box office sales.
I don't think the sales will be affected because Harry Potter is such a popular movie. You know, they will watch it worldwide.
Local theaters have already sold a number of advance tickets. Despite the bad news for Part 1 of the Deathly Hallows, Warner Brothers will be releasing Part 2 of the final installment in 3D this July. If you enjoy upbeat music, there's a brand new radio station in the city with tunes to lift your mood. The new 99.3 is owned by Porca Radio and was first launched this past Tuesday at 6:13 p.m.
We thought there was a real opportunity in the marketplace. There isn't a radio station right now in Edmonton that's specializing in feel good, so we've decided to deliver that all in one specific package.
Hey! Yes! Yes!
It features a variety of soft pop from rock from Lady Gaga, Rod Stewart, Queen, and much more. Porca Radio owns a total of 15 radio stations across Alberta and Saskatchewan. The old Strathcona Performing Arts Centre was filled with a variety of handmade wonders this past weekend. The Designer Collective show was organized by the Sabrina Butterfly Design Store located in Edmonton.
I put together this event this summer. Basically, I wanted to bring together a lot of the designers that I carry at my store in Highlands, and my shop is like everything handmade.
It featured 12 different designers from around the country, and the designs varied from jewelry, artworks, handbags, hats, clothes, and much more. If you'd like to purchase or check out more of these amazing handmade crafts, you can go to sabrinabutterflydesigns.ca for more information. If you're looking for a heartfelt supernatural thriller from an Oscar award-winning director, Hereafter is the movie to watch.
What do you think happens when we die?
The film centers around three people living on opposite sides of the world, but their lives intersect after being affected by death in different ways.
I recognize you. You're that psychic.
I have news for you. I don't do it anymore.
Matt Damon stars as George, the psychic who can talk to the dead.
I give you my word, I won't tell anyone.
He crosses paths with Marie, a French journalist who has a near-death experience, and a London boy named Marcus, whose twin brother dies.
If you're worried about being on your own, don't be. You're not.
Together, they set out on a spiritual quest to search for answers about the afterlife.
Listen, everything I have, I lost.
Directed by Clint Eastwood, Hereafter is a supernatural thriller filled with ideas about death, tragedies, and traumatic experiences that occur in life. With special CGI effects, this movie is sure to be filled with stunning visuals and heartfelt moments. Hereafter arrives in theaters on October 22nd. Well, that's all I have for entertainment this week. Back to you, Kelsey and Ryan.